Am I? Okay, I'm live, guys. I think I'm live. Okay, I'm streaming now. Okay, let's get this started, guys. You probably can't see this good, but maybe it's in a better spot. I don't know. So yeah. Let me get my comments up, I guess. Let me get my comments up on real fast, guys, I guess, because I'm just like not really in the streaming mood, but I thought better stream so I don't like, you know, I don't know. I just felt like something that I would want to do. Okay, guys. So I am live on YouTube. I'm sorry for my headset, guys, but I am live on. If I volume on full volume, okay, let me just make. I think it's that. Yeah. So I am live now on YouTube, guys. It's about 9:14 Pacific Standard Time. That's just giving you my, so you know like what time it is for me. That's like about all I say. I love this picture. This picture is actually pretty cool. My friend posted a picture saying I love this picture and it's really cool. That's really cool in the colors you use. I have an app like this called Sandbox Coloring, which is really cool. Also, an app similar to that where you can do 3D drawings. 3D drawings with color by number. 3D, 3D drawings, color by number. So guys, I'm hopefully this camera angle is better than the last, but yesterday my camera was closer. Yesterday my camera was a lot closer and I was able to get my camera closer because I had it on a mini tripod stand on this, as you see here. Push it down once, it lights up. You can see it lights up, and the lighting looks pretty cool. It looks better if you're looking at it in person. If you look at it in person, it looks good, but if you're looking at it on the camera, this piece looks a lot brighter than it actually does. And my camera has to readjust to lighting now. Let me get my comments open real fast, guys. And currently, This is a Disney on Ice themed coloring book. I'm trying to get my comments open, but I'm like not used to this phone because it's like I have a Galaxy S7, which is my newest. My Galaxy S7 is my second newest phone, and my newest phone is my Galaxy Note 8. If I still would have had my Galaxy Note 5, that would have been cool. Would have been cool to have a Galaxy Note 8 and a Galaxy Note 5. But I still enjoy having my S7 because I had the Galaxy Note 8, the Galaxy Note 7 when it first came out, and you gotta wait. So, I have to set my volume, my brightness settings down, because guys, for some reason, guys, on my Galaxy Note 8 and on my Galaxy S7, when I'm on any app on both of my Galaxies, my S7 or my Note 8, it's one continuous brightness. But as soon as I go onto my YouTube app, my phone gets like 10 times brighter. Like, let's say, like, if I'm, let me get it set, we'll refresh my brightness setting. So if I go, so like right now, as you guys can see, on my phone right now, like this is the current brightness settings. This is the current brightness settings on my phone right now. This is the brightness setting on my phone currently. But as soon as I open up my YouTube app, my phone gets that much brighter when I'm on YouTube. And if you're showing, like, in this situation, guys, if you're showing something, like if you're pointing a phone like this at a camera, it's best to turn your brightness settings down to a low brightness setting. That way, because if your phone is too bright, you won't be able to see the phone because it's too bright, and the backlight. See, even when I minimize it, it looks super bright. So I always dim. Like whenever I'm on YouTube on my phones, I always put my brightness settings like super dim. Like I dim it down a lot more than I normally would because I don't like my comments being super bright. I dim it down a lot. Like not too dim because I like to be able to read the comments. Okay, let me get my comments open now because now in a minute I showed you my brightness setting problem. And on my Galaxy Note 8, so you guys, like, there's actually no for some reason there's no no like picture or icon for when I broadcast or when I go live on YouTube for some reason. But it's not that hard to open. So guys, yesterday, as you guys saw, my camera was on my Mario mic. So everything to you guys was upside down because everything by you was upside down because it was right side up to me, but since my camera was in front of me, it was backwards to you. But now that my camera is behind me on my brand new 4-slash tripod stand that I got for Christmas, everything is in front of me. And yes, it does look brighter on the one I'm drawing currently, but you know, it is what it is, guys. So I am going to go back to my reference drawing. Because as I got this is the phone I told you before. This is my Galaxy Note. Let me comment really fast. Make sure my volume's down. I'll comment really fast to you guys. Hey, Sam, how's everyone tonight? So basically, I move the mouse, even though when I'm using a trackpad mouse. Typically, when I'm using a trackpad mouse on a computer, I use my right hand. I always use my left hand for using a trackpad mouse on a PC, and I use my right hand. And guys, now that I have my camera behind, like next to me, I can show you where my PC is for the broadcast now, what I'm broadcasting on, which is a cool thing. So guys, normally my PC is right on my desk. Normally, right where the coloring book is, that's where my PC is when I'm streaming. But right now, I have. If I turn my camera a little bit over, right now my PC is up here. So in my closet, I have a giant bookshelf in my closet where there's two short shelves and then two top like on top there's two short shelves, and on bottom there's two big giant spaces. And I'm broadcasting off a Lenovo Windows 10. So let's get into the broadcast, guys. I'm just going to turn my camera back over here and then point it downward on my page. And you guys will be able to see the phone that I'm reading my comments on. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get started. Gonna get started now. So I also have myself, like, I've got my, as you guys can see, I have my Galaxy. I'm just gonna try and move the charger out of the way a little bit. So I have my Galaxy S7. My Galaxy S7 is like, so my headset is sitting right here as I'm pointing downward. My This phone appears my Galaxy S7 that I'm using to read the comments, and my camera is where I'm pointing. If you see my finger looking at the screen, I'm pointing behind me. My camera is right next to me, and sitting pointing downward next to my phone, this is my other cell phone. This is my Galaxy S7. So guys, I'm just checking something on a game real fast, guys. Just give me a minute. I'm just checking something on one of my games I play, because it's a game I play on my Galaxy Note 8. So I check it like I'm always playing this game. It's like so addicting. I'm gonna get some money out of here real fast, guys. So I'm gonna put one of these down. Start it. So guys, as of right now, um, let, let me show you a picture of what I'm gonna be drawing, guys. This isn't the exact drawing I'm doing, but I will show you what I'm referencing to my color choices, guys. So this, I hope you guys can see it good enough. This is a picture of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, and I'm using this picture on my phone here as a color reference to match the colors correctly of Stitch, which is, yes, I'm using this for my color match. Yes, this is what I drew. This is what I drew. What I'll show you. This is what I drew live on stream last night. I colored this much in live on YouTube last night. So that's what I did so far. And my color choices are, and I'll show you. I'll tell you why this is. This is why. Let me comment here really fast because I know you're watching me. Listen. Let me comment really fast. So guys, this is why it sucks to use pens and or markers to color in coloring books. And I'll show you why in a second. It looks good on my drawing, but when you go like this, look at the picture now. If you look at the picture on the back of my page, you can see my Stitch drawing right here, and most times, people put a piece of paper underneath their drawing. That way, it doesn't seep onto the next drawing. So I'm probably not going to color in Jessie, which is from the girl cowboy from, what's it called, from Toy Story, just because it's already messed up by my Stitch drawing, but let me just comment and see how you're doing real fast, and I'm going to say, like, how are you? How are you? I mean, and I will show you guys. I'll show you guys my empty. I'm gonna undo my camera right fast off my tripod stand. I'll just show you my if I can find my tripod stand comes up. And I'll show you that I've only got one TV for a little while, guys. So guys, as of right now, this is where my other TV used to be. Since our living room TV is currently messing up and breaking, we're gonna package it back up, send it back to Target, hopefully get it fixed. So for the time being, my 49-inch LG Smart TV is now in my living room, as I gave it to them, and I am now showing you for a split second up here. That's this is an RCA 37 inch, and that's where my other TV used to go, and that's my Scooby Doo alarm clock that I've had for at least a lot of like 5 or 6, maybe 7 years. Let me get my camera back on my tripod stand if I can. Try to slide it back on, and we are good to go, guys. Good to go, bro. So now, so the inside of Stitch's ears, as you can know, the inside of Stitch's ears are kind of a pink color. See? It looks kind of pink. And guys, normally, if I wanted to go the extra mile, and I'm just, as of now, I'm kind of lazy and irritated and don't really feel like doing much and going the extra mile, and my PC's up there, which makes it hard for me to do stuff. So, I could have, like, taken this picture of Disney's Mimo and Stitch and, like, downloaded the picture onto my, gotten the picture on my computer, and then in this little corner section where you see my cell phone, I could have blew up and made the picture big so it blocks my cell phone so you guys don't see my cell phone or the comments are for me, and you guys can just see the picture. But not exactly, if I could find exactly what I was drawing, I would put it up on the screen, but I would have to like take a picture of what I'm actually drawing. So guys, and since I'm color, see, oh guys, this is actually like a lot, like right now, it's a good position. But when I lean in and start to color, you guys won't be able to see what I'm coloring. But when it's up here, like if I lean in like this, I'm blocking half my drawing, guys. But you know, this was just like a demonstration to see how well the camera angle works, and it doesn't work very good. But like maybe in other streams, I'll find a better place for my camera to go. You know, because like I want you guys to be able to see my drawing, but I just have to draw, and you just have to bear with me as I'm drawing stuff, I guess. Wait, is this the right pink? No, I think I'm using the wrong fucking pink. Nope, this is pink. So guys, the pink that I'm currently using for his ears looks a little bit different than the pink that his ears actually are, but it's the only color pink that I've got, so I've got to use it. Oh, yeah, I had the same problem yesterday that when I'm coloring, it looks a little dark. Like it looks when I first put the ink down, like these pens have a lot of ink, so when I first put the, like some of these are Papermate Ink Joys. Some of these are Uniball Signos. And some of the other ones are, these are also Uniball Signos, but the strange thing is, I bought a freaking white pen, but didn't think to buy a black pen. So my black pen that I have in my collection, it's just a basic, plain, regular 1.0 broken beat down black pen. It looks a little bit too dark when I'm coloring it now. It looks like it's a dark pink, but when like once it dries, it should look a little bit lighter when it dries all the way. But the sucky part is, guys, these pens, most people who use coloring books, they'll use like colored pencils or crayons. Most people feel like not like a young like pencils, like colored pencils or crayons, because pens and markers have ink. So when you're using pens or markers, most cases it'll seep through, as it's doing with my pens, it'll seep through the page and get on the next and get on drawing on the back side of the page. So I'll probably able to pick and choose which drawings I do, like do the drawings on half. I'll probably only be able to do half the drawings, because if I do the drawing on the back side of this, then I'll see Jesse's head, because like they made these papers so thin. Like they make these papers so thin when they print them that you can actually see the drawings. Like you could use it as like tracer paper actually, because like I can trace it, and I can like freeform trace Jesse's head from Toy Story, because it's on the top of Stitch. I can like trace it backwards, and it actually looks like right side up on the paper. Kind of weird actually. I'm just gonna trace the other ear now, because I'm just gonna trace the other ear right now. So when I color it in, I'm just gonna trace the other ear now. Like trace the outer line of the ear. It's just something going off, guys. That's just a notification. Haven't really been talking much, but and that's just my phone going off because one of my apps goes off like crazy, and I'm gonna have to go into that app and set all of my settings to do not disturb mode or something like that so they don't go off. I will do that in just a minute when I finish this Fast Part of the Ear to make sure everything doesn't go off on my phone because I don't like that app vibrating so much. Give me 1 minute, guys. See if I can fix the Apple fast and have it not vibrate. Okay, guys, after I finish drawing, after I finish coloring in the right ear, I will probably show you. I'm gonna take a picture of it, guys, 'cause I've got two pictures already. I took a picture of a small portion of the face that I drew, and I sent it to somebody on Instagram or Kik or something, or Facebook or something. I've got it saved on my phone. Then I took a picture of what I did yesterday, like a full everything I did yesterday. And then after I finish this ear, I'll take another picture of it. I'm gonna try and take like pictures of sections I do. Like every so often when I do a new section, I'll take a picture so I can post like if I get at least 10 pictures of this one drawing, then of like sections I've drawn, I'll be like I'll be like scroll to end to see if I'll say like scroll to last picture or scroll to end to see full picture. Okay, guys, I'm probably gonna get off soon, but I might like the teeth. I might just keep the teeth white. Or maybe I'll cover the teeth in silver. I don't know yet. Okay, guys. I'm gonna be getting off soon, and I will again. I don't know why, but for some reason my cell phone has a setting like if you're watching a YouTube video, like then your phone's always gonna be on until the video ends. But if you on most phones, if you don't have an app open, it'll automatically lock after a certain amount of time. But on my Galaxy Note 8, there's like an always on feature, so like even if you're not on an app, the phone will physically always be on unless you press the lock button to lock your phone. So like if I just keep my phone like this, it'll be on until I press the lock button myself. I'm gonna get a picture of this really fast, guys. A picture of my drawing. This is my drawing how it is now. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Backing out good so I can get a good pic of it. I might crop the bottom half out of it. I crop the bottom half out. Like if I go right here, I got a good picture of it, and I can just crop up until the edge of the book here, so you don't see my headset. And I can crop down here, so you don't see my pens that well. Now all you see is the picture. I cropped it out pretty good, and it actually looks pretty good. I'm going to keep the other picture as well, just in case when I upload it to Instagram, if I need the crop picture to make it look bigger on the Instagram. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be getting off any minute. Someone joined my live and said, "Hey, that was Angel Rosa. She's a friend of mine that I met online. She's pretty cool, guys." So, let me check on my online picture right fast, see if his teeth are white. So his teeth are white, but his tongue. I don't know, guys. You think I should draw his tongue? Like, wait, is this the pink? Was I using the wrong pink the whole time, guys? Yeah, guys. I think I used the wrong pink for his ears. But so guys, this whole entire time, I'm pretty sure I used this color. I'm pretty sure I used this color for his ears. It looks a little pinkish in real life, but on the camera, it looks more purplish. But this color should have been what I used for the ears. It looks more pink. I'm gonna use this color for his tongue. Yep, guys, this color right here, this color that I'm using now, this is the color that I should have been using for the ears because it's actually pink, and the color that I was using was purple, and I thought it was pink. Because this looks like a light red, basically like a hot pink color. It's like actual pink. So his ears are purple instead of pink, which I'm let down. Because I thought I was using pink when I wasn't. But whatever, guys. It is what it is. If I would have caught it, I would have switched to pink, but I didn't really catch it. But at least his tongue will be pink. Okay, guys. Let me fix the tongue a little bit. Let me get fix this really fast, guys. Okay guys, hope you guys enjoyed my drawing, and as you guys can see, I accidentally used the wrong color for the ears. Like, these two colors here that I'm holding in my hand, they look very similar. You can't really tell a difference much on the camera, but this one, this is purple. This is more of a purple color, and this is pink. You can't really tell much on the actual picture. Um, can't really tell on the picture, but let me show you what I've done so far, guys. This is what I've done so far. I'll try and get it as close as I can. Get the lighting good. So, you guys, it would have, in my opinion, it would have looked a lot better if I had noticed from the start that I messed up and drew that I was doing in purple instead of pink. I would have done it, but you know, see, because the tongue looks amazing. It's bright pink. It looks good. So, but guys, I'm gonna be getting off now. As I close my book, this is Disney on Ice coloring book. So I'm gonna put this over here. Put this here. I will take my pens and I will be putting my pens back in my bag here as I just had the Michaels bag I bought them in. I'm just gonna put these right here for now and okay guys, thank you guys for joining my broadcast. And I just realized I didn't set up my star shower like I was planning on. I do have a star shower, or I have two star showers. One I got last year, one I got again this year. So, and now that I have two of them, I've got one I can dedicate for Christmas lights, and I can keep one dedicated for my stream lights and stuff. And I'll show you what a star shower is if I can find it. And just saying, guys, star showers have ridiculously small power cords for them. Like, they're tiny. So, to make a, just use an extension cable, an extension cord. So this is how short the star shower is. It's very short. It's about, it's that short of a cable, as you guys can see on my camera, that short. And it's got a very small stand. It's got two settings, as you guys can see. It's got light, it's got green and red. It either has just green or green and red. It would have been cool if you could have a different like just green, like if you could have just green, just red, and red and green, but that would be too many switches. So it's just like one is red and green, one's just green. In my opinion, since I don't, my green's not my favorite color. So if you could have like just red, but like have red and green and then just red instead of just the green. But it says right here on the label here, important, star shower only works in the dark. Test the unit in a dark room. It says, to save electricity, star shower has been designed to only turn on in the dark. So this thing will only come on in the dark, when it's dark enough to turn on. It's like a sensor or something, and it's on like timer sensor or something. But guys, hope you enjoyed my broadcast and my coloring, and maybe in other broadcasts I will put my star shower. Now that I don't have a TV currently, I might put my star shower on my TV stand. Just find a place to plug it in on my TV stand up here, and then other ways, guys. But I haven't I never put back I didn't put my Wemo switch back. Uh, So guys, hope you guys enjoyed my coloring streams. I'm probably going to stick to doing a coloring stream just until I finish getting my Nemo and Stitch drawings done. Then I will go back into Clone Hero again, as I want to get my drawing finished, and then I'll go back and I'll probably switch off between like Clone Hero at night and then coloring. But once I finish my Nemo and Stitch drawing, I'll do like a couple Clone Hero streams. And if I do start another drawing, I'll try and finish my drawing in one stream if I can. If not, I'll just go slow and finish it, guys. And I'm using my new HDMI cable now, guys. It's like a 6 foot long. It's nice. It's a 6 foot long HDMI cable, I think. And it works really good. And I watched a video, like, it's a guy, he goes by Text Mode online. And he did a video which was basically, it was a $15,000 HDMI. It was like a $1,500 HDMI cable. It was either 1,500 or 15,000. I don't know. I think it was 1,500. Yeah. And it was crazy, guys. He did a test of it, and basically, when he was watching TV with it, like plugging his laptop into a TV screen to check it out, like he said, like the basic $20 cable, the basic cables, like there was only a small, like a tiny, like slight difference, but not enough difference to buy it. Like it's like a regular HDMI cable would do the job just fine. And right now I have one 6 foot cable. It's right here. Maybe again if I order from, because I do. This cable is not very fat. It's not a relatively fat cable. It's 6 feet long, and it works perfectly. As my DVR box is sitting on my TV stand that I've had since I got it at Walmart. It came with the TV. I think it was like the stand. It's not really a wall mount, but it's got. I'll just show you in a minute because it has a big pole in the back. It has a big pole in the back where you can put the TV on. And now that I'm using for this kind of broadcast, guys, if I was able to actually zoom in, well, I can zoom in. Like I can't. It's not like if I was using my HD handy cam on my capture card, I could physically zoom in on that and it would zoom in on the picture. But with this kind of camera, if I want to zoom in, I just have to zoom it in through OBS. Like I drag the corners of the camera and make it super big in OBS, and then it gets like kind of blurry. Like eventually, if I get my current capture card, to work with my current capture card to work, and if I get a good, if I get my current capture card, like my Elgato HD to work, I could use that for my camera, and I could use my HD Sony Handycam as my new stream cam. Because now that I have the power cord, I can use my Sony HD Handycam on one capture card for the stream cam, and if I get another camera, if I get another capture card, I can use it for my gaming. And that'll be my. Then I'd be able to use two cameras on the stream if I do make dumb streams. But guys, it's been awesome streaming for you guys tonight, and even though only one of my friends came, it was still a great experience streaming for you guys. And I will be streaming other nights, guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night, and I will see you guys later. Peace out, guys. I'm gonna end the broadcast here. If I can find my mouse.